Constant moment-to-moment change is the universal law. Nothing is beyond the scope of the law of change. How can then climate be an exception to this? However, if change, especially the climate, which is the foremost basis of life and its continuance, takes place naturally, it will often be welfareistic, an opportunity for anything to become something else. Despite this, natural resources were exploited everywhere in the world, in every country, in the continuous increasing process of development during the last thousands of years. Floras were used, nature, mountains, rivers, and all other natural sources are the part thereof which plays a vital role in the purity, sustainability, and prosperity of the climate has been severely affected by the irresponsible human behavior. But it was and is inevitable, necessary, and natural in the process of development. In a state of its judicious exploitation, nature is still fully capable of maintaining its balance. It takes care of itself along with maintaining a climate friendly for all the elements of the planet Earth. The pages of thousands of years of history bear witness to this truth. Similarly, natural resources remain a boon in the absence of their unnecessary violations. Floras remain fosters and protectors. The process of industrialization started in the second half of the 18th century AD, especially from Europe. It was an unprecedented, transformative event in the entire history of present human civilization, not only from the development viewpoint, but it was also going to have an unbelievable impact on future life on the planet Earth. All of us today, in a state of continuously increasing global warming, when the existence of life on the planet Earth is under the question mark, know and understand that effect very well. Unjust, violent exploitation of natural resources and unjust tampering with nature was a step in the process for the purpose of setting up, having industries and providing facilities for them. It continues till date. Arrangements for transportation, for import of raw materials and export of mass production in industries and competition for transport facilities was another radically drastic step, which continues till today. Both of these have badly affected the environmental balance and original form of nature. The climate has deteriorated so much that it is now a major and the most challenging problem for life on Earth. This has posed the biggest challenge to the existence of life on Earth today. Continuously drying rivers, ponds and springs, declining water levels, shrinking forests, 178 million hectares of forest has been reduced in the period 1990 to 2020 AD alone, and glaciers, melting ice in large quantities at the poles, and as a result, rapidly rising sea levels, etc., are the results of catastrophic side effects of increasing global warming and hysterical climate. This has caused a paradigm shift in the change of weather. It has reached a precarious stage an extremely imbalanced situation of floods and droughts has arisen. In this very situation, 25% of the land in India itself is on the way to becoming a desert. Thousands of those wild animals and insects that play their most important role for nature conservation, environmental balance, and climate purity and adaptability have either become extinct or they are on the verge of extinction. According to a scientific report of the year 2016 AD, 725 such animals and insects have become extinct and 22,550 were in the state of extinction. There is an apparent danger to human life itself. In the increasing global warming situation, many coastal metropolises and small cities are likely to be submerged in a few decades. This is a matter of serious concern for the whole world, every man and woman, subject specialists, and all those who are concerned about this very serious situation have been working continuously in this direction for years. Along with alerting fellow beings, they are also trying to improve the situation in different forms. They are writing by organizing seminars or conferences. They are getting them to realize about this serious situation and urging them to revert it before it is too late for us. The United Nations organizations, the highest global organization, and other international, national, regional, and local bodies are also working in this direction. But there seems to be no concrete result so far, nor has there been any visible improvement in the deteriorating situation. On the contrary, there is talk of gradual increase in the situation of global warming. It is estimated that in the coming 3 decades, a severe, catastrophic calamity may appear if the temperature rises by 1.5 degrees Celsius. So, what to do now in such a terrible situation? First of all, every human being, man and woman, should be made acquainted with the gravity of the situation. Everyone, even the last one, should be made aware of the life-threatening results of the current situation, which ceases the existence of life on the planet Earth. After that, nature conservation should be made the fundamental duty of everyone. In this very chain, one and all should start using less and less pollution generating machines and tools which are meant for the so-called luxury and physical pleasure. To say so is not to move in the air. For this, it is desired to make conscious efforts. Only by this will the climate be clean and stable. The atmosphere will be balanced. Conservation of nature, which essentially includes the protection of animals, birds, and natural resources, we have to take on priority. We have to understand immediately ourselves that climate adaptability is our ultimate duty. It is the responsibility of all of us to allow the climate revert to its primal state. We all have to get on a boat together to get across. Otherwise, in the state of our duty, if it is lacked, we will sink into the alienated state, heading towards the decline of civilization.